A number of years ago, gosh, it's probably got to be 15, 20 years ago now, I took a course on spirituality that radically changed the way I lived. It changed the way I did my work as a counselor, as a coach, as an all-faith minister. It's changed everything. Even as an author, as a writer, I just can't believe how profound this spiritual teaching has been. And the teaching came to me as a surprise because a friend of mine was teaching a course. And when she told me she was teaching the course and she said, hey, I think you could get a lot out of it, even though you're really advanced spiritually. This is a little different and it's going to be really fun. And I said, sign me up. I didn't know what I was being signed up for, right? And it was a course on Kabbalah, the mystical arm of Judaism. And I want to explain to you why I took that course 3 times in a row, why I kept going back. Caroline is a phenomenal teacher. I don't think she's teaching anymore. I haven't been in touch with her in probably 15 years. But, I went back and continued to take her course. It was 8 or 10 weeks long for one important point that radically changed my life in the world of spirituality, and I know it'll radically change yours. In the world of Kabbalah, at least the way that I was taught it, is that we are completely filled with energy right now, from the top of our head to the bottom of our toes. We're completely filled. There's no room for anything. We're filled with both lightness and dark. We're filled with positivity and negativity. Now, we can't tell by looking in the mirror or looking at someone else if someone is 80% light and 20% darkness, or 20% light and 80% darkness. We don't know. I mean, we can make some guesses by the way people treat other people, by the way people, are involved with addictions or not, if there's more darkness than light. But I'm not here to compare. I'm not here to judge. That's not the important part of this presentation. The important part is this. Because we are filled up to the brim right now, something has to be removed in order for there to be more space to bring in more spiritual power, more faith, more determination, less procrastination, whatever struggles that we're facing right now. And so we look at the darkness, and I don't use the word evil or anything like that. I look at darkness as the self-sabotaging things we do. The binge eating at night, the binge watching of television, the way too much on the news, too much social media. This is all darkness to me. Arrogance, any type of addiction whatsoever is darkness. The inability to allow people to have a point of view without you jumping down their throats, that's all darkness. That's all small ego. It's all arrogance and all that kind of stuff. So in Kabbalah, what they say is, because you're full, you can try to bring in all the positive affirmations, you can try to bring in all the positive thoughts, but your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul is full. And until you let go a little bit of that darkness, a little bit of those self-sabotaging habits, a little bit about that negativity, there's no room for any light to come in. However, the great news is when you start doing the real work, the letting go of the addictions, the letting go of having to be right, the letting go of arguing, the letting go of staying in a relationship that is absolutely terrible, probably for both of you, right? If it's terrible for one, it's terrible for the other. That would be darkness that you want to remove. If you're in a career that all it does is beat you up, that's darkness. We want to start looking for a new career. We want to be able to look at the food we take and say, am I bringing light in or darkness? Of course, if you're eating a bunch of junk food, convenience food, in my opinion, you're bringing in darkness. It's unhealthy for the body. So many of our lifestyle diseases are diet related, and they should be diet related. Look at the crap that so many of us eat on a regular basis. That would be darkness, right? So as you remove the darkness, maybe there's people that you hang out with way too much that are not positive influences on you. Maybe they're all about conspiracy theories. Maybe they're all about judging others. Maybe they're all about negativity, but you hang out with them on a regular basis. That would be darkness. Do you have to get rid of them completely? Maybe. Or maybe you need to cut back by 80% of how much you're hanging out. What about the news? If you're watching it, get off it. To me, that's complete darkness. If there's something crucial you need to know, someone will tell you. You don't need to be engaged in the addiction of news. And news is an addiction source, just like alcohol, pot, and everything else. I have so many clients that have been addicted to social media, addicted to video games, addicted to the news. That's all darkness. You can't bring in more light while you're sitting in all this darkness. And darkness is a choice. Watching the video games, having a drink, whatever it is that's considered darkness, it's all our choices. So let's start radically changing. As you let go of a little piece of that darkness at one time, there's a little bit more light that can come in. And so what do we tell people? Write down what you're going to let go of. How frequently? If it's drinking, I'm going to drink instead of 7 nights a week, I'm going to drink 5. Instead of 6, 7 drinks, I'm going going to have 2. Like, write down, and eventually maybe you'll get to 0, right? Same thing with the news, same thing with social media, same thing with television programming. If it's not lifting your spirits, it's pulling you down, it's enclosing you in darkness. Get rid of that crap. And then the next move, look for ways to bring more lightness in. Maybe it's more in-depth spiritual readings. Maybe it's learning the art of meditation. I don't know what it is for you, but there's a ton of lightness out there that's just waiting to come into your body, your heart, your mind, your soul, but it can't come in until we make space. If I can help you at all, reach out to me at talkdavid.com. We have a special going on right now because of inflation. If that could help you, we can do work from anywhere in the world. Let's remove that darkness together. Let's add that light and watch your life radically change. Everything is at talkdavid.com, including 4 books, absolutely free to lift your spirits as well. You've been tuned into David Essel right here on Buzzsprout.com. Just go to Buzzsprout.com, Google David Essel. You'll find thousands of hours of our SiriusXM videos as well as these newest podcasts. Until we meet again, have a beautiful day. I'm David Essel.